All right, guys, so today what we are going to do is we are going to break down the offering for Real Broker as we try to achieve your purpose and build an authentic real estate business. Again, I'd be more than happy to go over this with every single agent individually based on their performance and their numbers, but let's break it down Real Broker style. Founded in New York in 2014, Real Broker currently has 45 states and 3 provinces in Canada where we currently do business, with over 10,000 licensed agents, a revenue of $381 million in 2022. There we go. And over 37,000 closed transactions in 2022. We are listed on the NASDAQ under REAX. Now, what we're going to go over today is pretty simple. How you're able to keep more of your money with our generous splits and low cap, how you're able to build wealth through our stock plans, our technology, the training and education, revenue share, and of course, the supportive community that brings Real together. Now, we figured it's probably the most important thing to most agents, so why not start with it? It's going to be your commission split and caps. So, as a solo agent joining Real Broker, you will have an 85-15 split with no monthly fees and a $12,000 cap. After you cap, you will be at 100% commission. There will be a $285 transaction fee after you cap. Once you hit that number of $6,000 paid in transaction fees, that number then dips to $129, and that's called elite status. We'll get into that here in just a moment. There's a $249 joining fee and a $30 errors and omissions fee that you'll pay on every deal. There are no monthly fees, and you'll pay $250 on your first 3 deals as your annual brokerage fee. What that means is if you don't sell houses, you don't pay anything, which is great because there are so many new agents, struggling agents that are worried about paying their brokerage to work there that they seem to forget that selling houses is the most important thing. Now, if you are to join a team, there are a couple different options, but this is the most common. There's an 85-15 commission split, a $12,000 cap for the team leader, and only a $6,000 cap for the team members. A $249 sign-up fee, and of course those $285 post-cap fees, which will be split up between the team leader and the team members. Transaction fees again drop. There are no monthly fees, and that $30 fee still applies, well with that annual brokerage fee. Now again, Real is trading on the NASDAQ as REAX and on the Toronto Stock Exchange under REAX. And there are 4 ways to achieve stock at Real Broker. This is called the stock purchase plan. You're able to put 5% of your commissions into Real stock, and Real will bonus you 15% of what you pay in before you cap. After you cap, that number increases to 10%, but Real's bonus also doubles to 30%. Now again, this is completely optional. You do not have to do this, but roughly 46% of agents at Real Broker do participate in the stock purchase plan. When you cap at Real Broker, you receive 250 shares in Real. When you attract an agent and they close their first deal with the minimum GCI of $2,000, you will receive 125 shares. Now, if you're on the half cap, those numbers are cut in half to 125 shares for capping and 60 shares for attracting. When you reach elite status, that means when you cap and then do $6,000 in post-cap transaction fees, or you cap and your GCI is above $500,000 and you complete 10 deals with over $1 million as the sales price, you will receive $16,000 in company stock. This does have a 3-year vesting period, but the reason that Real is split it up like this is we've seen some of our competitors that have similar programs, and for agents that are selling, 15 deals a year at those other brokerages, they're never going to reach their highest status. At Real, we realize that there are agents that are doing very high volume with a limited transaction count, and we want them to be able to be involved in the elite program as well. Now, in addition to that $16,000, you're able to receive an additional $8,000 in company stock simply by teaching monthly inside of the Real Academy on Zoom or inside of Workplace, which we'll get to here in a moment, or by giving back to your local community with a community service event that is approved prior to its execution. And it's just a really nice way for our agents to give back. Now, some of the new benefits that agents have at Real Broker, you can read through them here, pause the screen. But the two that really stand out to me are the Willable Revenue Share Program, which we'll go more in detail here in just a moment. If you have a designated beneficiary, whether it be your significant other, a child, anyone with a direct connection to you, they will be able to take over your revenue share participation in the event of your passing and will not have to become a licensed agent to do so. The other thing that we've realized is that other brokerages, there's a silo effect that happens. You know, you're in my organization, you're not. I'm going to pour into the person that's in my organization. At Real, we have what's called co-sponsored revenue share, which means if you and another agent in your area or somewhere else in the country is talking to the same agent, you both will be able to participate in the revenue share by bringing that agent to Real Broker without any of the competition that we see at other brokerages. The other things that we offer are joint venture profit sharing. As you can read through that right here, it is available in Florida, Texas, Utah, and soon to be coming to California. And then, of course, our stock purchasing programs, as you can see right there at the bottom of the screen. Now, our technology is absolutely state of the art. We have the proprietary Real app, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm using it right now, actually, right before I jumped on this video. You're able to manage your transactions, see how close you are to capping, what's being paid out, what you're receiving. And I know in New Mexico, I'm not sure about other states, I get paid the day of closing from the title company, and they send the check or the wire to Real Broker. No more waiting 2-3 days or a couple of weeks to receive my check. It's absolutely fantastic. Workplace has been a game changer. At my other brokerages, especially my most recent one, I felt disconnected from the brokerage as a whole across the country. The referrals that are coming in through Workplace, the communication, the training, the camaraderie has been absolutely fantastic. Workplace is our own private Facebook server for Real Broker, and you're able to connect with all 10,000 agents across the country. You're able to connect with our CEO, Tamir, our president, Sharon, Sheila, our vice president of operations. I mean, the entire organization is there for you at your disposal. Real-time, instant communication with your broker has been game-changing. And then Chime, one of the best CRMs that I've used. But you know the old saying, the best CRM is the one that you actually use. And I actually do use Chime. As we look at our training and education, it really varies from new agent training all the way up to building your skills as a team leader, personal development, business development plans, how to market, how to use ChatGPT. Our training and education is amazing. With 725 live classes last year alone, and 83 new classes and 14 new mastermind groups that were added in 2022, that number is expected to get close to doubling in 2023 as our brokerage continues to grow. And the classes here are real-time classes taught by elite agents who have done over the amount necessary to hit that elite status that we talked about early on in the video. Now, revenue share. It's really nothing new, but this is the way ours is set up. For every agent you introduce directly to the brokerage, you will receive 5% of the gross commission income taken from the real split on the transaction, up to $4,000 for all capping agents. That number drops to 4% for every agent they introduce, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. So, perfect example. Let's say I'm Zach and I introduced Tim to the brokerage. I'll receive 5% from Tim. And then Tim goes out and he introduces Austin. I'll receive 4% from Austin. Austin then has a friend in South Dakota. Actually, that's one state that we're not licensed in Florida. 3% from that friend in Florida. And then the friend in Florida has a friend in San Diego, 2%, and then 1% for anybody they bring on. Really, really top-heavy revenue share here. And the reason for that is we look at other brokerages that have revenue share. I think the best example is beep. Over 86,000 agents and only 21 agents. That entire brokerage have unlocked level 7. We make it more beneficial for you to have direct contact, one-on-one contact with the agents that will be providing the most to you financially. It just makes the most sense. And of course, that supportive community, as I mentioned, South Dakota, not quite licensed yet, but 45 states, 3 provinces. We're anticipating opening up in a couple of more states and a province in Canada here in the next couple of months. Things are only growing here at Real Broker, and we're excited to see where that goes. And then coming in 2023, Real Signature, our proprietary alternative to DocuSign, our new consumer app where agents will be able to stay on with you longer without going to sites like Zillow and Realtor.com, and Real Rewards. And I'll just read this one. We are in the process of exploring a new rewards program that would leverage the collective strength of the Real organization to extend all agents in the group health insurance benefits and discounts on all services that all can benefit from, such as cell phone plans and co-working spaces. Real Broker is the future of real estate, and you can build your future here with us. Click on the link below to sign up. Now, to get a little bit personal, I was at Real Broker for quite some time, for the better part of a year, and I left, and I decided to go to a traditional brick and mortar brokerage here in Albuquerque. My transactions absolutely exploded. I learned more there than I could have possibly learned anywhere else, and I'm very, very happy for the time that I spent there. And it was difficult for me to leave that brokerage, I'll be completely honest with you. The people that I met there, the leadership that they had. But Real Broker really gives me a sense of community that I've never gotten in real estate before. At the events that I've been to, I've been able to meet some of the absolute best in their fields at what they do. And my transactions are probably going to double this year. Is that because of the brokerage? I'm not going to say yes, but the tools that I've been given, the different revenue streams that I've received have made myself and my family much more comfortable. And I'm happy going to work every day. Real Broker is a godsend, and I'm incredibly proud to be part of this amazing organization. And I'd love to introduce you to the people that I know, to my organization, and just show you a better way of doing business. If you're happy where you are, if you're happy with what you're making, stay put. But if you think there might be a better way to do business, then let's have a conversation. I look forward to talking to you.